Hi, welcome back to J-Hope Universe. I'm Heather, and this is something that I rarely do. So I'm doing like my own thoughts. It's my views, my perspective on Hope on the Street Volume 1 album. So it's kind of like a mini review. I don't have a lot of comments on the songs, but I made my notes and I just wanted to discuss it with everyone from ARMY to newcomers to BTS or J-Hope. I have come on briefly on this channel and done stuff like I reviewed J-Hope at Lollapalooza. I did like a highlight video and another like review of it. I know I've made mistakes all over that and I cringe when I watch it. So if I make mistakes, I'm only human, so bear with me. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. So reviewing Hope on the Street Volume 1, which is an OST to his documentary on Amazon Prime Video that is up streaming right now. If you haven't watched it and you haven't subscribed to Amazon Prime, I think they're giving 30 days free. Don't quote me on that, but they may do that for you. But it's not it. I'm not for sure. So for me, they are giving me 30 days free. So I don't know for everyone else. So I'm getting ready to check out his docuseries. So that's going to be happening soon. So anyway, J-Hope Volume 1, okay, for Hope on the Street. I've titled it Inside the Artist, the Man Called Hope. Okay, so the first song on the album is the solo version that we already previously got. The original version was with his idol that he looked up to since he was like a teenager, and that's J. Cole. So that was the original version we got before he went into the military last year in March. So now it is the beginning of April. So we're into that. So it's kind of like it's been a whole year. We get the solo version, which I seen him perform it on, I don't know what Korean TV show it was, but it was more like a regular music show. It wasn't, anything where he had to pander to like K-pop audiences and do like stuff like "Hey you go," or things like that. He could just go on and be like, this is his solo project and this is him away from BTS. So, and I think each member did their own kind of promotions and what kind of target audience they were looking for. So I think J-Hope's trying to reach out to a broader audience. So anyways, I saw him perform it on that show, though there was ARMY there, and it was sweet. I really loved watching him perform, and he turned to look at the girl beside him, and she just blushed when he looked at her. So that was that show where he performed Hope on the Street solo version, and that was before he went into the military. So let's get into the review. So track 1 is Hope on the Street solo version. I can't help but put my bias out there. I bias on his music. I bias him, of course, but I'm OT7. I love them all. I have all their albums, all their solo albums of each member. So I just wanted to get that out there in case there's any newcomers who just popped on my video and think I'm just like a solo stan. I'm not one of those. So anyways, the song Hope on the Street, that song always just really affected me deeply. And it brought happiness out from me, but also like I had a tinge of sorrow, a tinge of happiness with tears, and also tears of sorrow as well, because that was his goodbye to us. But anyways, the original version adds a second verse from J-Hope. Okay, so the original version with J. Cole, the community agrees that this song's for ARMY. He's telling us in the beginning of the chorus and the first verse that he does everything for us in the opening of the song. So the release of this solo version, he added new verses, which I will pop up either over here or over here that you can read. But in the verses, he's asking us along on the journey with him. J-Hope is a genius lyricist, but not only does that where his craftsmanship stays, it's also through his composition of music. He has interwoven complexities with the sonic layers of his sound, of the music. So that's throughout the album, including this song here, not just this one, but all the songs on here. So, okay, track 2, we're moving on to track 2, which is I Wonder, featuring our golden maknae, Jungkook, JK, and they sound magnificent together. JK singing voice, and I believe even J-Hope joins him in singing in harmony with JK in parts of where JK comes in and responds back to J-Hope. Now, I could be wrong, but I thought I heard J-Hope also singing with him, and so I don't know if it's just JK alone, and J-Hope just did his verse first. So that song could have lasted longer, because we had J-Hope and then Jungkook, and then it should have finished up with J-Hope coming back. So the song makes me want more, of course, all the songs do. So, and I Wonder, I want to make sure I got my notes on here. The song is both for ARMY. It's a fan song with J-Hope wondering what it will be like when BTS and ARMY reunite. And J-Hope is posing the question to Jungkook. I also feel like he's posing that question to a member of BTS as well as to ARMY. So it's as if JK along with ARMY is replying or responding back to J-Hope, telling him not to worry about the uncertainty of the future and to embrace the love and happiness, to enjoy the feeling that we have in this present moment, and to continue looking forward, but that we're on this ride together. ARMY, J-Hope, and the members, BTS. So that's what I'm pulling from the song, my personal thoughts. You know, everyone has different opinions on what the songs may be, and you're welcome to comment below what your opinions and what you think the songs mean down below in the comments. Okay, so the next song is Lock Unlock, featuring the producers Benny Blanco and Nile Rodgers. I know both of the producers. The latter one I know more because of being a big fan of music from the 1980s, but Nile Rodgers got his start in the 70s with the band Chic, produced a lot of good songs with them, worked with Madonna on the Like a Virgin album, and he's gone on to work with many other really big artists throughout the 80s and 90s. So, Lock Unlock. I think this song is about J-Hope's passion for dance and for dancing, referring to the street style, locking. He sings, I do it for you, just for you. You know, he sings, I do it for you, lock. And he says, just for you, unlock. Don't know why, we need it right. I do it for you, lock. Just for you, unlock. Don't know how, we make it right. Then the post-chorus, for our own break, lock, 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 lock. You know how that goes on. Again, for our love, unlock, unlock, unlock. It goes on, so like that. For our own step, lock, lock. And again, for our world, unlock, unlock. So he's mixing love of dance, which is the popping, locking, the locking. And so he's mixing that song of love for dance and ARMY and the world. That's what that's where I'm pulling just from the verses from this, you know. So that's all my thoughts for the Lock Unlock. So entering into I Don't Know, featuring Yoonjin from La Sephirem, and finding out that, you know, she came from the United States and did videos on YouTube, cover songs, and that she was a BTS stan, loved BTS, and then she makes it into the girl group on Big Hit, and standing BTS. What's the best thing to do but to work with one of your idols from your favorite group? So that must have been a dream come true for Yoonjin to sing with J-Hope, and their voices meld together harmoniously. So beautiful. So in this song, I Don't Know, it can be taken as a relational song, such as in relationships, man and woman, vice versa, whatever. It can be taken as that, but this is about dance. Hope on the Street Volume 1 is an OST to his docuseries on Amazon Prime Video. So it can be taken in both contexts, a relationship song, also about dance, but I feel that it's more of the latter, that it's more about dance because of the docuseries, and that's why he wrote this album and put it together to go with the docuseries. So, but yeah, like I said, you can't go wrong. It also, it could be taken as a relationship song too, so, but I think it's both. What If was originally released on Jack in the Box, and the song, although the original is darker, he could not see with clarity where the future would be because of his burning passion and ambition, and he felt that there was no moving forward beyond that. He thought he had done it all, but he didn't think he could live without what comes with fame. And the new bridge with Jinbo shows that he realized that he could do it, you know, without the trappings of fame, what he could survive with, not having a car, a house, a home. And in Jimbo's lyrics, which I'll put up over here, you can see that after some time had passed, he could see that he could make it with not having anything. So that was the dance mix with What If, with Jimbo the Super Freak. Track 6 is the single that set off this Volume 1 of Hope on the Street album for his docuseries. So Neuron, featuring Gecko and Yoon Murray. J-Hope is reflecting on street dance. Okay, he was reflecting on his passion for street dance. While he was pursuing an idol, he neglected the dance style that led him into the career as we know him now, J-Hope of BTS. Looking back at his past, and maybe most likely filming the docuseries for Hope on the Street, I feel that it invigorated him, and it got his old neurons firing again. For the first time in years, those neurons firing. So I think that he's feeling his younger self again in mind, body, and soul. And that's what I think this song represents. The music video was very artsy, very like high art film. And it had the red strings, which is also on part of the word for neuron as his single, because the neurons firing in your brain, the lines going in between, and something about all the people that bump into each other throughout the video and how they come together with the young boy dancing in the end. You know, they collide and like the neurons firing, you know. It's very inspirational. So, I mean, these are just my thoughts on what I think the songs are, what he's trying to convey to us. Because in his post that he put up about Hope on the Street, he said, I hope this gives Army and everyone an insight into more of who I am, my persona, J-Hope, our sunshine. But he's so much more than just the sunshine. I love his personality. I love it, but I love his artistry. He's a great lyricist. Amazing with, you know, composition with music and all those different layers in it. His dance, the way he dances, the dance leader of the group, the lead dancer of the group, he has so much on offer. And I hope that a lot of Army, I do believe a lot of Army does love J-Hope, but, you know, I feel, you know, the other members do get a lot of attention, rightfully so. They're all amazing. Each artist in the group is amazing at their craft, their craftsmanships, in their songwriting, in their lyrics, in their dance, in the way they present themselves. Each member is unique and special. And when those artists come together, they make the best music. I've said this before, best music I've ever heard beyond, you know, in their genre, in K-pop world. So, but this is J-Hope trying to, you know, not just be part of the K-pop world. he's inviting us in. He still loves ARMY. He still wants us, but he wants to broaden his reach and reach others who may not listen to K-pop. And I think a few artists have kind of reached out like that. Like, for instance, JK, Jungkook, went more for the American pop music sound. Yoongi, it was reaching out for different, the different genres, pulling people from different genres of music that otherwise wouldn't listen to it. RM is really indie music and reaching out to the indie music scene. Erykah Badu and we're working with likes like that, and us knowing that Namjoon is a lover of art in the art world, and I just love what he shows us on Instagram all the time. So, I'm making it a little bit about everybody and not just J-Hope as well. Jimin's album, Face, his very first solo album, so impressive. I'm so proud of Jimin. I love Jimin so much, and like crazy, I think that was a smash hit. I love the song, and I can't help it that, I come from an era where I'm hearing this music again, and it's all fresh and new, but also very nostalgic. I'm enjoying that J-Hope, he does it too, that K-pop in general don't care about what's hot right now, and a lot of the artists do like retro, what I think is 80s and 90s, and they're keeping it alive, and it's so exciting. But, there's also other groups that are doing stuff that's more modern, like Stray Kids. And I do love Stray Kids very much. There's many other K-pop groups that I listen to, but, BTS is my alt group in K-pop. And yeah, so anyways, I hope you enjoyed what I had to offer here, my thoughts, my opinions. But I'd like to know what your thoughts and your opinions are on Hope on the Street Volume 1. So thanks for tuning in again. I hope you guys have a great night, weekend, week forward. So until next time, I'll see you. Borhe and annyeong.